Hello everybody and welcome back to the Chassis Variant series with myself, Critical Rockets. We're looking at the last, chronologically for me, of the Arctic Wolf videos. This is the second of the canon Omnipod equipped Omni-Mech Arctic Wolves. This is the A variant. The A variant is also, much like the Arctic Wolf 2, is a bit of a departure from the standard builds, where both the Arctic Wolf 1 and the Arctic Wolf Prime are both Streak or SRM dependent builds. The A variant is more of a mix. This one has two LRM-15s, two SRM-6s I believe, and two small pulses. But the bonus of the A version is that it comes with ECM. Aye, yes it does, my lover. So the ECM allows you to obviously remain hidden and be able to quickly reposition for firing on different targets. Now, this round I wouldn't say is stellar for the mech. It's certainly not stellar for my gameplay. What this round is stellar for, and the reason I kept it after the recording, was at the point where I die, look at the deficiency in kills between my team and their team. I didn't realise it at the time of recording because I was kind of invested in trying to stay alive, but you'll see later on, this is one of those matches that is such a rare thing to see in MechWarrior Online, but it has happened to me a couple of times before in the past. But this is one of those matches where we come back from such a huge deficiency in numbers, and I know I'm spoiling the fact that there's a win here, but it's just such a comeback. I couldn't believe it. As the round went on further and further, I was just like, okay, they must get killed at some point, right? They must die at some point. But no, they power through and they take them out. And so props to the two pilots at the end, because damn it was a phenomenally good match for them. Such a comeback, and I'm glad I actually caught it on camera, so to speak. But yeah, the Arctic Wolf A, the two LRM-15s are fine. They're decent long-range punch. The small pulse lasers are, they're there. At least you have the option of some energy backup, and the SRMs are obviously quite useful. They're your main punch, let's face it. But this means that it's an Omni-Mech that comes equipped with 2 energy and 4 missile hardpoints with the ECM, and it has obviously a very different setup. It has fixed armor mounts, essentially, unless you want to start dicking around with the weapons to add more armor where needed, as it is a little bit flimsy. Well, I don't know, Arctic Wolves do die quite quickly if exposed to fire for any more than a couple of seconds, really. So it has a slower engine as well. I believe it only comes with an XL240, and to put that into perspective, the Arctic Wolf 1 and 2, for instance, come with XL280s and have a maximum engine rating of 365. So the speed difference is huge. So you're running at about 97 kph here compared to what is normally over 100 kph, and that's a big difference. As far as hardpoints, it doesn't stand out that much. It's purely you get this one just for the ECM cover. The missiles are spread between the arms and the side torsos, the energy in both arms obviously, and your ECM is in your right torso. And so you got to remember to protect the right torso while you play, because if you miss that, that's gonna hurt you quick. I think my ECM got blown up during the match because I came a cropper of a Jenner. That was it might have been an Oxide, I can't remember. It was firing a lot of SRM-4s anyway. So it was basically trying to be an assassin, which, let's face it, that's today's new SRM mech, isn't it? The assassins. That's the current meta for them anyway. So I don't know. I don't dislike the A variant of the Arctic Wolf. It's obviously the only ECM equipped version of the Arctic Wolf, so you might just want to buy the Omnipod torso for that if you want to use it on one of the other versions. Well, there's only the P or the Prime. No, it's a tough sell. If you buy it, yeah, you've got an ECM equipped Arctic Wolf. You've got 4 missile hardpoints to play with, so you can probably make a decent ATM mech or a streak mech to hunt down other lights. The arm-mounted energy aren't as good as the Arctic Wolf 2 and its high-mounted energy torso hardpoints. These are quite low down by comparison, so you have to keep that in mind if you are going to use the energy as a focal point for the mech. As a default build, it's okay. 4 ton of ammunition for the missiles for the LRMs is good. It means it can fire quite a few salvos. for its weight before it has to switch to going close range. It definitely lacks some extra SRM armor that it needs. At least it doesn't have a focus on narc beacons like the originals do. So yeah, it's a 50-50. Depends really. If you're an ECM player, this is great. If you're not really that bothered, you could probably just drop the ECM for something else. But then that's the unique selling point of that mech. So it's a bit of back and forth, whatever you decide in the end, really. Yeah, it's okay. I think I'm up to the bit now where I'm yeah. So this is the Jenner, and I realise he's going to deck me because he's just got way better damage potential. So I managed to leg him, and then I lose all my weapons. I think I'm just down to ECM at that point. And then he gets killed. And as I said, the score thing now, it's 4-9. Most of the matches, that's it at that point, isn't it? You know, there's 3 of us left, and one of them has no weapons. I tell the guy in the Marauder that I'll try and act as basically as a distraction, just so I'll take a few hits and they can do some damage to things. So I thought at this point, well, you know, I've recorded the other 2. They were wins, they were alright fights. I don't mind if I get the loss in this one to sort of balance it out a little bit. And the fight was half decent, but yeah, this does have some long points, maybe even a couple of dead points in the match. But it's the fact that I don't know how they just came back, and some of these mechs are not poorly equipped. I mean, this ice ferret, you know, had all of its armor and stuff, and by all rights should have easily like had some nice striking potential. I think he also had ECM.
Target spotted.
So I just marked him there as target spotted. That's where I died. With that stupid bloody war horn and yeah, that piece of music, by the way, that they used in their original trailer, and then it's never ever been referenced again. I would be surprised if there were some people that even realised that music actually has some background with PGI MechWarrior Online. If you find the original if you've never heard it before, the original trailer for MechWarrior Online has this piece of music that plays before an Atlas drops out. It was all hype back then. Everyone was really happy. Yay, new MechWarrior again. And that's your little callbacks to it. Not that you'd know, because PGI... Let's talk about PGI for a bit. So, marketing. I know it's expensive, but I think they need to advertise a little bit with this game. I've been told by a couple of people recently, at the recording of this recently as previous night, that the only reason they even knew about the game existing was through my streams or videos. I'm glad that I can bring the game's attention of the game to some people through the videos, but PGI should also be advertising in a few places, especially in a very crowded marketplace like the free-to-play arena shooter currently is. We're looking at it's competing with the likes of War Thunder, Dreadnought, World of Tanks, World of Warships, World of Warplanes, cats that meow in the kitchen over the recording, those bastards, and any number of free-to-play games that are competitive like this that are out there. You've got your hero shooters, you've got your MOBA games. This is a crowded marketplace. It's a competitive marketplace, and PGI, I think, need to get a little bit of marketing out there. MechWarrior 5 no doubt has helped raise a little bit of awareness, because obviously outlets like PC Gamer and stuff have definitely talked about MechWarrior 5, but whether that necessarily translates into people going, oh, MechWarrior 5, oh, PGI, oh, they make MechWarrior Online, oh, cool, well, I'll check that out. That's hard to say without any kind of direct sort of, hey, we're here if you were a fan of MechWarrior in the past and you may not have heard about us in the last couple of years, we're still around, come play our game, it's free to play. I've certainly not seen any adverts on websites for a while. Maybe they advertise in very specific locations, but it doesn't seem like they have much of a presence. And I'm not saying it should be constant rolling advertising, just every now and then they should get an advert out on a website that's, you know, fairly popular, or at least has a decent amount of traffic that can get it out there, because there's only so much YouTube and Twitch can do. Unless people are specifically searching for MechWarrior Online, it's hard to find that stuff, really, isn't it? if you come at it from the perspective that you don't know the game exists, you're not just going to randomly type in MechWarrior Online. It's not going to happen. So maybe PGI should get a little bit of advertising out there themselves as well, because I think that'll really help with their player numbers, especially at a time I imagine that's quite financially stressful for the company, because they're developing this game, maintaining this game, and they're also building a entirely new game on a different engine, two teams, different staff and all that. I imagine it's quite a lot to work around. So yeah, but this round is near ending. Somehow it has been pulled back from the brink. We've snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. I have not had any major part in this, as Sooty is attesting. She's gone fucking mental, by the way. Sooty, calm down. You're on camera. Well, you're not, but you're on the narration. Shush. Crazy cat. So they're just hunting down this Cyclops here, and that'll be the end of it. Realistically, this should have been a glorious domination series, but this match I don't think really counted. So I'll just leave it there for everyone. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for bearing with us on this one. Thought it was a good round to show that kind of comeback. And yes, Sooty, do you want to say goodbye? On, Sooty, you gonna meow? No? Ah, you bitch. See ya. Bye.